I don't know how I'm looking. I don't know how I'm looking. Oh, it says this meeting is being live streamed. So here we go. My lighting is so awful, and I decided I'm not going to keep trying to get all this perfect. I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk to you guys about a product that I love and that has been helping me. Um, I forgot that I was supposed to do this at 1 o'clock today, and I got frustrated and my day got crazy. And now I'm like, you know what? I am going to do this because I committed to doing it, even though I'm a few hours late. But I committed to doing it because I really do like this product, and I promised that I would share about it in detail for some folks. So here we go. All right, y'all okay with me looking crazy and my lighting being crazy and me still trying to get this done? I hope so. All right, so here we go. I, as you know, am the product specialist for Northeast and Northwest Georgia for Classical Conversations bookstore and product store. So I wanted to make sure that you guys know about this special that's happening for the next month or next few weeks. Not even, I don't think there's a month left. And it's called Scribblers, and it's a BOGO. So it's buy one, get one, 50% off. And there's a couple of things you need to know about this special because it's kind of special, right? So first of all, even if you only order one, which is $89, so I'll just tell you that off the bat, it's $89. It's a full curriculum. We're going to talk about, well, it's not a full curriculum, it's a full guide. And I'm going to show it to you and talk to you about some of the things that are in it so you can see it's totally worth it. But if you partner up with someone, or you want to give it as a gift, or maybe you give it to a grandparent who has a child who's homeschooling and they don't know what to do with them, this is the perfect, when I say perfect thing for them. I'm going to show it to you. But even if you don't get two, right? If you get two, you get 50% off the second one, which basically means 25% off of each of them. So you could go in with somebody and they could pay 25% off and you could pay 25% off. And you get free shipping. So all you're doing is paying a little bit of tax. So it's going to be great. But even if you don't buy two, if you put one Scribblers into your cart, you will automatically get free shipping. So on the two, you get free shipping, obviously. But if you put one Scribblers guide into your cart, you can buy everything else you want for second semester and get your stuff going. And maybe there's some things you forgot to order, or maybe you want some of our awesome swag. We've got some really cool new CC stuff. If that's you and you have some things you want to order, or you want to go in with someone, you can put that Scribblers guide in and get automatic free shipping. Okay. If you do two Scribblers guides, again, it's 50% off the second one. So let's talk about this Scribblers guide. Okay. I'm going to try not to I have my laptop on my lap. That's why it's a laptop, but that's why it's a little jiggly. So this is the Scribblers guide, Scribblers at Home, and it's called Recipes for Lifelong Learners. It's kind of a cute way that they formatted each lesson. They do it like it's a recipe, but it's not food, y'all. I mean, there's a couple of things in here about food, but it's not food, okay? It's literally a recipe book for learning, which is basically a bunch of lesson plans, all right? So we have our lesson plans in here, and it's broken up, and there's so much I could say about this, and I'll probably do another one a little bit deeper next week because this one I want to keep under 10 minutes. It's Friday, and hey, there's a free, you get a, there's a code. If you're here and you don't want to order Scribblers, but you want to order something else, I have a code for you for attending, for watching this. So even if you watch the replay, if it's in the next 24 hours, you can still get free shipping from me. Okay. Just for showing up, even if you don't order Scribblers. All right. And it's free shipping over, I think it's $60 or $50 or something like that. But let's get into this right quick because I do not want it to be too long. Let me see if I can see how long I've been on. I don't think I can. It doesn't give me a timer, y'all. Y'all tell me about Zoom. How does it work? How do I know how long I've been on? Anyway, let me see in the comments if you know. Okay, Scribblers. This is the guide. Inside, there are, I think, 9 different topics, maybe more, okay, for you to jump into. So you have the welcome and how to use the book. And then you have poetry, phonics, literature and more literature, Latin, science, history, Bible, and that's it. Okay. So you have poetry, phonics, literature. That's 3. Latin, science, history, and Bible. 7 different categories. Okay. 7 different categories. Now let's just walk through a little bit. And so what I've been doing with this book is literally when we have downtime, I'm just opening the book, literally just opening it to any page, read the left side, which is the activity. And then I'm like, okay, let's do it. That's it. That's literally all you need to go to the bathroom and hide for 5 or 10 minutes, read through the exercise, and then go do it with your kids. There's nothing really to buy, nothing really to do. And you can do those same exercises over and over again. Okay. So first you have poetry. What's so deep about the poetry? Nothing. Just sit down, read the poetry. We have one here by Robert Louis Stevenson. Sit down and say, hey guys, I want to read you a poem. Can you let me read you a poem? They might be bouncing off the walls. They might be upside down on the couch. It's okay. You're going to sit. You're going to read this poem. And I'm like, what do you think about this poem? What do you notice about it? Does it rhyme? Is it interesting? Was it funny? You're going to ask a bunch of questions about the poem. And you know what? That's it. 20 minutes of introducing their minds to poetry. Okay. Just do 1 or do 2. There was one I opened up and it turned out that it was a song I used to sing when I was a kid. It was one of those, and in the hole, there was a bird or tree or whatever. So that was fun. And you have a bunch of poems like that. So that's the poetry section. I could say so much more about why poetry is important and to their little brains and introducing it to their little brains. The second section is phonics. And the cool thing about everything else besides the poetry is that on the left side, you have an activity, and on the right side, you have a chart. So every single thing, every single one, no matter where I flip in this book, there's the lesson, there's the chart. Bam. There's the lesson, there's the chart. Now, over here under the lesson, it kind of tells you how the chart relates to that lesson and what your child is learning, maybe subconsciously, maybe just the beginnings of learning that, and that's fine. But, okay, so I just flipped to this. This is an arithmetic, right? So we're talking about math. I'm going to read it to you. It says, use the place value chart and some manipulatives to introduce or refine the idea of place value with your child. This is what you're doing. So find some manipulatives. Guys, don't make it complicated. Your manipulatives could be pennies. They could be forks. They could be blocks. They could be Legos. They could be manipulatives that you buy from a math curriculum. They could be shoes. Like literally you can use anything and turn it into a math manipulative. And then look at this chart. Now your kids might be 5 years old. They don't understand this chart, but you're going to be like, hey, come look at this chart with me. What do you see? They're going to be like, this looks complicated. And they're going to say, I see 111,825. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. This is a lot of math that even I don't understand. There's in value and place value. Well, I do understand that the 1 is in the 1's place and da, da, da. Okay. Well, there's some cubes down there. Does that look fun? Yeah, that looks fun. And that's it. You know what's happening? They're seeing this chart and it looks complicated, and they're going to see it again, and they're going to see it again, and they're going to see it again, and they're going to see the next time. One time they're going to understand this part. Then the next time they're going to understand this part. And then by the time they get to where they need to understand this whole thing, this will not be intimidating to them because they've seen it over and over and over again. Place value chart. But let's look at what this ingredients one is. I mean, it says you need the place value chart, a dry erase board, a marker, math manipulatives like math, like building blocks or whatever, or like I said, pennies or whatever. And then it says, use the place value chart on a large sheet of paper, draw a rectangle and divide it vertically into 3 sections. Label the far left section hundreds, the middle section tens, and the far right section ones. On your paper chart, put 10 separate bricks in the ones unit. So you're going to take some pennies and put 10 of them in the ones unit. Then connect the bricks and move them together on the tens column. You now have a group of 10 and no ones in your chart. So you're going to take them, you're going to put 9, and then once you get to 10, you're going to put them in the tens column. And then you're going to say, hey, now I have 10, 1, 0. So the 1 is in the tens column now, and the 0 is in the ones column. So I have 1, 10, 1 set of 10, and 0 sets of ones. And then you're going to add more. Look, it tells you step by step, put some more, put 10 more, and then now draw the chart on the whiteboard. Now, for older children, you may wish to add the thousands to your chart. So it's, you read through this, you get an idea of how you want to do it. You can do it on the floor, you can do it on a whiteboard, you can do it with some masking tape on the ground outside with some shoes. Like, you can make it as fun or as simple as you want. And bam, now you have a cool game to play to talk about placement, number placement, right? So now when they see place value, when they hear place value, it won't be foreign to them. And they'll be like, we talked about place value with the shoes outside. And you have this big old masking chart, and you're going to put, now I have 1 1. Now I have 2 1s. Oh, when I get to 10, I don't have space for both the 1 and the 0. I don't have any more space for this 10. So we're going to put the 1 over here. We're going to put all 10 of these over here. And I have 10 here. And I'm going to put 1 shoe over here. That means I have 10 plus 1 is 11. Then I do that. Then I'm going to move. And you can move it around. This is your game right here. And then you get to take this game and make it whatever you want. You can use shoes. You can use toys. You can use pennies on a small thing. You can use, I mean, I like big stuff. I'm always buying big stuff. In my essentials class, I bought this huge, big these beach ball dice so that we could roll the dice for N2K. So that's math. Let's see if we can do one more. I want you guys to get excited about this because it's really, really cool. Oh, look. Noun declensions. If you're studying Latin, or if you plan on studying Latin, look at this chart. It's like, it looks so complicated when you first look at it, but little by little, they're going to be understanding it because you're going to be doing variations of this exercise. So let's read this exercise. I've never read it before, guys. You're going to read it with me. Memorize the first declension Latin endings. Okay, we did that. I, So here they are over here. See, I sang it wrong. First declension singular noun endings. Bam. So you're going to sing a song. Go figure out how to do it. You don't have to sing a song. You can just say it. Aram, is, as, is. Oh, those are the singular and plural endings for the first declension. It's written right here. Hard. Don't get intimidated by it. First declension noun, and they give you an example, via, vi, which is road or way. And then you have all of these emboldened letters. Those are the endings. And aram, is, as, is. So your first step is to memorize those first declension noun endings, singular and plural, with your children. Have fun doing it. Make a memory together. Here's how. So you're going to be memorizing this, and they're going to tell you how. Do you know the song head, shoulders, knees, and toes? Of course you do. Do you know the motions? Can you put them together? Sing the song with your children with gusto. Move with abandon. Now let's add another body part, waist. You'll have to change the cadence a bit, speed it up, bunching the last 3 parts, waist, knees, toes. There is a method to the madness. So now they're telling you to go head, shoulders, waist, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, waist, knees, and toes. Okay. And now practice several times, maybe sing slowly, then sing opera, then sing softly, then sing loudly. Like, so they're walking you through. You're going to read this through in advance. Now substitute those Latin ending sounds for the body part names. Instead of head, sing ah. Instead of shoulders, sing I. Instead of waist, sing I. Instead of knees, sing am. Instead of toes, sing long A. Oh, I didn't know that was a long A. Shout singular at the end of your verse, and you've got those first declension singular endings. Now amend the song with the plural first declension endings. Don't despair if it's hard at first. Your kids will enjoy laughing with you, at you, as you work together to master the sounds and motions. Be the lead learner and model practicing to master a new skill. And what is this going to yield? It's going to yield a child who is becoming familiar with Latin endings and Latin memory work. While your littles will see this as a fun movement, an excuse to act silly, and a song to master, you will begin cementing memory work that will pay dividends when it is time to learn Latin. So I just learned. This is my first time reading through this. I just learned a nice, fun, new activity. So I am and then I'm gonna do, I just made that up. Then I'm gonna do I aram, is, as, is, as, is, I aram, is, as, is, as, is. East, east. I don't know if that's what they meant for me to do, but guess what? It doesn't matter. I'm literally just reading off this thing and I'm learning them. And I'm now listen, Latin is a dead language, so you don't even have to worry about if you're pronouncing it right away, right? I'm sure if you get further in Latin, you'll know how to do it. But right now, that's all I got to do. And then they have second. So they have first declension, second declension, third, fourth, and fifth declension endings. If you don't know anything about Latin, this chart is telling you these are the first singular plural, first conjugation, first declension, second declension, third, fourth, fifth, right? You can always go, if you are learning Latin, if this is your first time ever looking at Latin, you just read the chart. And if you're like, I don't get it, then that's okay. You just go follow the instructions or you go to a new page. Write down one sentence at a time with the mixed up adjectives underlined. So now you got, look, Latin adjectives. So we're doing Latin adjectives next. Everything on here is just, all you got to do is follow the instructions. Let's move on. We got science. Bam. Look at that. A nature walk chart. Who doesn't love nature walks? Senses in nature. Human body. Human body. And they have activities for you to do with your child as simple as making up a song or making a chart on the ground or on the whiteboard. Let's work a few muscles. Try these muscle awareness exercises. Ooh, so here is this. You don't even need anything. It says you need human body chart, strong muscles, and maybe some rubber bands. Facial muscles, hand muscles, arm muscles, foot muscles, abdominal muscles. You're going to roll your eyes, puck your lips, raise your eyebrows, and do all kinds of funny stuff. And these are your facial muscles. Then you're going to do stretching your fingers, curl your fingers, make a hitchhiker's thumb, wiggle each finger. Then you're going to do your arm muscles, real simple stuff, right? And then they're telling you how you can relate it to helping them learn about the human body. Okay, so that's just 3 things that I just read, y'all. There's I really should count and see. I think there's 45 different simple lesson plans, maybe more, that you can do. Here's one on the Bible. Bible, the silent game in the Bible's table of contents. So now they're teaching the books of the Bible. Look at that. This is the chart, and it's just the books of the Bible. And there's a little game on here. There are many versions of this game depending on your child's ability. In general, this list goes from easiest to hardest. Ask your child to find a page number, such as 9, a page sequence, such as 9, 99, and 999, a book. And then you're going to ask them, what's on that page? What book is it in? What chapter? What verse? The count of a common word, such as God or love. So count how many times that page has God on there, or how many times that page has love, or how many times that page has grace, or you can pick a word. Simple activities, you guys, that we are I probably could have made that up, but I wouldn't have, because I'm not that creative, right? I don't know. And it shows you how simple homeschooling can be. And it gives you very hands-on, really quick activities for your kid. Okay. So I don't know if I'm over 10 minutes or not, because, this thing is not showing me, but that's it. I wanted to just talk with you about Scribblers. Now I'm going to do one that's way more organized. I probably have a PowerPoint and a nice little chart, and to show you every different aspects of how this book can be used. Did you see that one? That one has mock trial. If your kid is ever going to do a mock trial, the parts of a mock trial and A1C, all that stuff is in there. The parts of speech. I feel like I just saw the parts of speech when I was flipping through. Oh, the question confirmation chart. Now this is specific to learning how to establish what each word in a sentence is playing, what role each word is playing in a sentence. So who or what is the sentence about? That's the subject. What is that subject doing? That's the verb. Does that verb happen to something or someone? That's the direct object. Is it, it's all these questions, right? So I don't know by heart right now. I usually do, but these are all the questions, and this is the chart. So guess what you're going to be doing over here? Probably something about recognizing what is a noun and what is a verb and what that verb is functioning as, right? Here are sentence patterns. Here, I think I saw, I recognize this one, the 8 parts of speech. noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection, preposition, adjective. You have all these parts of speech. So guess what this activity is probably going to be about? Probably going to be about those parts of speech. Chanting the definition of each one. Look at that. Chant the definition. So now they're going to be like, hey, you want to make up a song? Well, if you don't, I make up songs. But if you don't, you run over to YouTube, type in, go type in a song about the definition of a verb or a noun, and probably CC has some that are on there that you could just be like, hey, a noun names a person, place, thing, activity, or idea. Noun names a person, place, thing, activity, or idea. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just loving it. I love this product. It's not just for any particular curriculum. Anybody, even if you're not homeschooling, you can use this. Really cool weekend. Like, I just want to do some stuff in the afternoon or on the weekends with my kid to supplement their learning. Check this out. You have a chart about the polyhedrons, and then you're going to use that chart, and bam, there's an activity over here that supplements that chart. And these activities are simple, and you can just take them and run with them. You don't have to stick to this activity. You could be like, oh, that gives me another idea. I'm going to do this. And that's what this is about. It's about, I don't really know what I should do, so let's start simple. But it's also about that simple idea gave me more ideas, because you are the homeschooler, not the curriculum. You are the teacher, the parent, the mom, the grandma, not the curriculum. So you get to take this and run with it however you want. But look at all these ideas. It's just such a great resource. So I'm excited about it. I've used it. I continue to use it. I love it. I recommend it. And I really hope that this was helpful for you. If you comment on this by tomorrow evening, guys, or you want to get in touch with me, send me a DM or whatever, I have a code that's good all the way through the weekend. So you can do it this weekend, use this code, and you will get free shipping, okay, on anything over $50. Even if you don't order Scribblers at the Classical Conversations bookstore, you can get free shipping on $50 or more, no matter what, whether you order Scribblers or not, as long as you contact me and I give you this code. Okay, so do that. Sorry about how crazy I'm looking, but I just wanted to make sure I got on here, and I just decided no more excuses. I'm hopping on. So you guys have a fabulous weekend. I really hope this was helpful for you, and I'm out.